In the headlines, Atherton Marte arrested and charged for incitement. The police chief says Saturday's protest by the Concerned Citizens Movement was unlawful, and a sizzling explosion, the tagline for Massdom League 2019. I am Andrea Louis with the Channel 5 News, back with the details after this.
Get ready to open the best gifts with Flow this Christmas. Sign up for a new broadband or TV service with free installation, or sign up for a broadband and TV bundle and get 40% off broadband for the first 2 months. Plus, get a chance to win a 55-inch smart TV, 1 year or 6 months of free service. Enjoy big-time entertainment and big speeds this Christmas with Flow. Terms and conditions apply. Visit discoverflow.co for more.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, galvanized and fenced pipe. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
Imagine you have Hollywood at your command. Introducing Flow Evo.
Red cheese, gold rings, all black, everything creeping through the night.
Anywhere you are.
Big girl songs scream hard like Halloween, make me feel alive.
There's a world of entertainment here, and you run the show. Flow Evo.
Thank you for staying with us. First up, the preliminary inquiry into Arthur Marte's court matter has been adjourned to April next year.
Mr. Marte was brought before the court Tuesday afternoon following his arrest Tuesday morning for unlawful inciting. The complaint read in part that Atherton Marte on the 15th day of December 2018 at Roseau did unlawfully incite to block a section of road in Roseau, namely the intersection of Castle Street and Church Street, by uttering to members of the public present at an unlawful procession to block the road. Attorney at law Cara Shillingford spoke to reporters outside court Tuesday afternoon.
The matter was adjourned to the 1st of April 2019.
What will happen after this, you think?
Well, the preliminary inquiry should begin on the 1st of April 2019. And if the magistrate, after hearing the evidence thinks that there's not sufficient evidence, then the case can be dismissed. If the magistrate thinks that there's a prima facie case, then it would be sent up to the High Court.
Here is part of Martin's statement to reporters outside court Tuesday.
People were gathered entirely within the ambit of the law and the Constitution. We were just gathered. We were not marching, there was no procession. But it is clear that the act of gathering and the act of speaking out and the act of focusing on something as sensitive as the elections and electoral reform seems to have destabilized the administration. Because there's no doubt in my mind, the decisions to interfere, the decisions to launch tear gas at a gathering didn't come from the police. It came from somewhere else. And it could only come from the people in charge of the policy and the administration, the top administration of the security force. Because even today, my experience with the police at headquarters, with the police who came to my property to look for me this morning, was perfectly professional. They were absolutely civil, absolutely caring, and absolutely sensible. And none of them was in any way intimidated. They left their weapons in the vehicle when they came out to talk to me. They did not walk to me with weapons. And they said, you drive down, Mr. Marte, we will follow you. That's an act of trust that they place in me, that I'm not going to drive away and try to escape or cause a problem. And at headquarters, full hats to the people at CID. Inspector Pierre, Inspector Theophile, they all conducted themselves as we expect and hope the others would, professionally. So if you have officers like that in the system, it cannot be that they are all bad. It cannot be that they are making their mind up to come after people who are simply saying, let's just have free and fair elections. Let's just fix things so the democracy strengthens itself. And so what I see is happening, because they see that they're losing control over the issue, meaning they were trying to say, oh, we just want to cause trouble, or look, they were trying to sort of make it possible for Dominicans overseas to vote, and we don't want Dominicans overseas to vote. That's not the issue, has never been. And so in order to camouflage the gains that have been made, particularly since the arrival of the CCM, the Concerned Citizens Movement, they have to create distractions. I was a distraction today for them. But it's going to backfire like all the other distractions, because what it does, it makes much clearer the fact that we are on the right track.
Martin believes his arrest could serve to encourage others to stand up for their rights.
I hope that people will be strengthened, that there's no need to be afraid, there's no need to be intimidated. You can get arrested for something that's good. You think of Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King, all the people in history who we have great respect for. They were also arrested for things that they believed were right. So we should be emboldened. We should be strengthened by that. And I'm hoping that the men, the women, the children would realize that this is our destiny. Our destiny, this intergenerational group, is to fix things, is to build a democracy so that the grandchildren of Dominica wouldn't get tear gas as their legacy, but would get jobs, would get careers, would get a nice place to live as the legacy that we left them. We can't back down now and leave them a legacy of guns and tear gas. That's not a legacy. So what we want is a legacy where people will feel free to gather anywhere, because it's your right to engage in conversations. The media is crucial in this.
Martin says he may now be in the criminal records of Dominica, but he has not committed a crime.
Based on the complaint referenced earlier, the video of Arthur Mate recorded at Saturday's protests, where he called for the road to be blocked, has generated a lot of discussion. Mate appears to have been very concerned about the safety of the protesters at that time. He was given the mic after another speaker had just made an appeal to the police to stop traffic flowing through the protest area. Based on the video, protesters' safety appears to have been the overriding concern.
A simple solution. Is there somebody here who would like to talk to us? Is there somebody here who has a vehicle that they're prepared to park across the road and block the road? Block the road! Park a vehicle across the road and block the road. Otherwise, go home because you're wasting time. Block the road. No, block the road. It is people's safety that you want to guarantee. And I'm saying it loud enough for the police to hear. I'm asking people to block the road.
In related news, Chief of Police Daniel Carbon says the protest by the Concerned Citizens Movement on Saturday was unlawful. Chief of Police Daniel Carbon issued a statement on Tuesday in which he noted that the organizers of Saturday's protest action did not request permission for the gathering.
It is established in law the process by which protest action can be held lawfully. The Public Order Act, Chapter 1501 of the Laws of Dominica, 1990, speaks of the way that persons interested in holding lawful protest action can have protest action when a request is made for permission to hold a protest action and is permitted by the Chief of Police. That is so because Section 11 of the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Dominica speaks about the rights and privileges of members of the public to go about their lawful business unhindered and undisturbed. Leaders of the Concerned Citizen Movement know very well that they must apply to the Chief of Police for permission to hold a lawful protest action or demonstration as stipulated under the Public Order Act, Chapter 1501 of the Laws of Dominica, 1990. The Chief of Police did not receive any requests from the concerned citizen movement to hold protest action on Saturday, December 15, 2018, and on Sunday, December 17, 2018. These protest actions were unlawful. They had no permission to hold protest action. The Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force is obliged by law to ensure that the citizens and visitors to the country go about their business undisturbed, unhindered, and the police force must protect the life of the citizens and visitors, and also to protect property. The police force acted lawfully in dispersing the crowd because it was an unlawful protest action.
The Chief of Police issued this statement to all concerned.
I am warning the leaders and people involved in the concerned citizen movement who are organizing these protest actions that they must follow the procedures as stipulated by law. Following the lawful action of the police, there is a posting that I read on social media which seems to be threatening the lives of police officers, including a senior police officer. It would be a huge mistake to attack any police officer or the family of any police officer. I hope it doesn't happen. But if it does, Lord forbid, whoever contemplated and carried out the act will face dire consequences.
You are watching the Channel 5 News. Stay tuned for more after the break.
Stay connected and share your favorite holiday moments with Flow. Get the Alcatel A1 for $199 when you activate an extra large prepaid combo plan, or the Samsung J4 for just $399 with a large postpaid plan, and get free talk evenings and weekends. Plus, get free WhatsApp on large and extra large prepaid combo plans, and sign up for any new service for a chance to win cash or hampers every week. So make it Flow for everything mobile this Christmas. Terms and conditions apply. Visit discoverflow.co for more.
M&J Covering is the producer of designed galvanized and galvalume in Dominica. They design to your specifications, color and length, 4 styles of galvanized and galvalume pre-painted roofing sheets as requested, and supply all your galvalume accessories. M&J Covering helps you control spending and reduce waste. At M&J Covering, they are also equipped to build your roof to precise standards anywhere on island. So come to M&J Covering at 1 Mile in Portsmouth, or call 445-5001, 275-5003 today.
Imagine you have Hollywood at your command. Introducing Flow Evo.
Red cheese, gold rings, all black, everything creeping through the night.
Anywhere you are.
Big girls don't scream hard like Halloween, make me feel alive.
There's a world of entertainment here, and you run the show. Flow Evo.
Welcome back. A sizzling explosion. That's the tagline for Mass Dominic 2019.
The announcement was made over the weekend by Acting Festivals and Events Manager of the Dominica Festivals Committee, Marva Williams. Williams explained next year's carnival theme still respects Dominica's carnival traditions, while showing that the country is moving forward from the ravages of Hurricane Maria.
In 2018, the carnival was toned down to a more localized level, and we all understood it was because Dominica faced a devastating Hurricane Maria that basically left us confused. What it is that we are going to do, how it is that Dominica is going to continue. Will we be allowed to celebrate? Would the festivities be allowed? And because entertainment, and partying, if I should say, have sort of become a stress reliever for us in Dominica, Carnival 2018 was allowed. And in so doing, we were given the opportunity to celebrate our traditions. However, in 2019, Dominica's Carnival, Mass Dominic, will celebrate with a tagline called a sizzling explosion. And this tagline basically signifies the fact that we will continue with celebrating our tradition. However, we will stray away from the series of negative events that Dominica faced for the past couple months and present a more festive product that takes us into the future.
Williams says the traditional elements will feature prominently during the carnival celebrations and urged patrons to participate to make Dominica's Mass Dominic 2019 a success.
Carnival 2019 will be a season of color, fun, and excitement. So let's all get geared up. Let's embrace what is uniquely Dominican. The Sensei, the Black Devil, the Lapo Cabwit, and the Suswell Sui all form part of the traditional aspect of Dominica's Carnival. We have opened registration to the general public, and we invite individuals to advertise your company, what it is that you want patrons locally and those visiting from overseas to remember about your company post-Hurricane Maria. Showcase your costumes, express your traditional mask, and of course bring out your inner beauty, which is what the pageantry aspect on the calendar will represent.
The calendar of events runs from the 12th January to 6th of March.
The country's sole electricity company, Domlec, says it will be working collaboratively with CREED to achieve its goals. The Climate Resilience Executing Agency of Dominica, CREED bill, was passed in Parliament earlier this month. The mission of CREED includes coordinating all reconstruction work to avoid duplication, spotting and filling all critical gaps, and ensuring all reconstruction activities are focused on a single climate-resilient recovery plan for Dominica. To this end, the agency lends support to the country developing and utilizing renewable energy sources, top on the list being geothermal energy. Before CREED came online, though, exploration wells had already been drilled in the Roseau Valley, and it is a plan of the government to set up a small plant in the near future. General Manager of Domlec, Bertilia McKenzie, says the company fully supports CREED and has already had successful talks with the relevant authorities on the way forward.
We have met with the the CEO and the Chief Operating Officer of CREED, and we have agreed a way forward to ensure that the goals of the bill, well, not the bill anymore, it's a law, will be met. Domlec has agreed to work collaboratively with CREED in that regard.
McKenzie says Domlec is positioning itself to accommodate the geothermal energy project when it comes on stream.
And as you are aware, it focuses a lot on renewable energy, and we know that the geothermal project is ongoing, and basically the process towards that end is going on very smoothly between ourselves and the Dominica Geothermal Company. So that's working well.
And Dominica's reunion year activities will have a touch of Christmas this weekend. This as the Ministry of the Environment, along with the Ministry of Tourism and Culture, in collaboration with the Dominica Association of Industry and Commerce and the Dominica Hotel and Tourism Association, host the first ever Business Christmas Tree Lighting Contest on Saturday. Though it was announced earlier that reunion activities will be highlighted during the independence season through the Creole celebrations, Executive Director of the DAIC, Lizra Fabian, explained that the Christmas tree lighting will be a fitting addition to reunion year.
This Business Christmas Tree Lighting event, it aims to bring more vibrancy to the city of Roseau, as this is our 40th anniversary of independence. It also brings together our business community in a very unique way to spread cheer to locals and visitors alike. And despite the challenges that we've faced recently since the passing of Hurricane Maria, we are always looking for ways to add value to our Dominican community.
Fabian says there is another component to the tree lighting, getting more public participation in the event.
We are also having a selfie competition where persons who come to the bayfront on that night can take a photo with one or more of the trees and send it to us, where we put on our Facebook page, so that the picture with the most likes during December 25th from 12 a.m. to midnight, from morning to midnight. And the photo with the most likes will be able to win a special gift package. This includes a facial and pedicure from Body Bliss and Spa, and also a cake made with love, a fruit cake made with love from Bunnies.
The business places which will take part in this competition will be announced on Wednesday. To end the news, the headlines again. Atherton Martyr arrested and charged for incitement. Police chief says Saturday's protest by the concerned citizens movement was unlawful. And a sizzling explosion, the tagline for Mass Dominic 2019. Feel free to contact us at news@marpin2k4.com. You can also access our past newscasts on our YouTube channel. On behalf of the entire production team, I am Andrea Louis, and to all of our viewers around the world, thank you so much for watching. Join us tomorrow.